Hi everyone, it's Jessica Lemoyne, your North Atlanta and Metro Atlanta real estate agent. Today's video, I want to discuss the top 5 reasons my husband and I decided to move our family of 5 from Connecticut to Georgia. It was a tough decision. It was done in 2019 before this little thing called COVID-19 arrived in the United States. And I just want to shed some light on the emotional toll that it took, what prompted our move, what decisions we had to make, and what went into the moving process from state to state. So whether you're moving from one town to another, from one neighborhood to another, or across the country, hopefully this video sheds some light and can help you make that decision. If you like this content, please subscribe to my channel. I try to produce a video once a week, hopefully twice a week, on real estate content here in the Atlanta area, and videos like this about the moving process. So just for a little bit of a backstory on what prompted our decision. I was ready to move probably a few years before my husband. My family lives in Georgia. I was ready to get out of Connecticut, where we really didn't have any biological family. We had great friends, great neighbors who became our family, as most people who live in a different state than relatives, they gravitate towards friends and neighbors that become their family. And that's what happened with us. So the emotional toll that it took to make the decision to leave our quote unquote family, who had been to all of the kids growing up, all of their big milestones, it was a really big decision. And the catalyst to all of this was that my husband's father had gotten sick. He went to go visit his father, and when he came back, he really was changed. He was just, why are we here? Our parents are getting older. We need to be near family. We need to have our kids growing up with their cousins and having those experiences. So that was the main catalyst of the whole moving process. Now, granted, this happened in April of 2019. We left the first week of July. No, the last week of June. We moved into our home the first week of July. So from April to June was a really quick, crazy, like, what are we doing? Moving our kids from the only home they know, the only school, the only friends, into a completely different state. So it was a whirlwind, but it ended up being the best decision of our lives. So reason number 1 that we moved was family. My sister has 4 kids. She lives in the same town. Actually, they live across the street. So we moved really close to my sister, and it's been great. My mom and my dad live about 20 minutes away, and they have been just a huge help with 3 kids who are very active. I'm sure every mom and dad out there can understand that you need a village. It's just impossible to coordinate everything and get everyone where they need to be without help. So it became, we want to be by family. We want our kids to grow up with their cousins and have those memories of big Sunday dinners and holidays with everyone, and every holiday with everyone, not just pick and choose when you can get an airplane flight for 5 people. And so that was our number 1 catalyst, and our number 1 reason is to be close to family. And number 2, location. We like to be active. We like city life. We lived in New York City for a few years when we first got married. Our town in Connecticut was a city. We didn't live in the suburbs. So it was really important that we had both things, everything that we wanted to do. And the town we lived in is about 40 minutes from downtown Atlanta. So you still get the city. You get to go to football games and baseball games and experience all the city life, great restaurants and the Beltline. It's also about 15 minutes from Lake. It's great. It's a lively lake. It's a lot of families. And we are about 30 to 40 minutes from the mountains. Beautiful mountain homes to rent, Airbnbs. Hopefully I'll get a video out soon of a past client that just bought a mountain home for an Airbnb. It's gorgeous. So to be able to be close to the mountains, close to the city, and we're about 4 or 5 hours away from the ocean. So a quick trip for a long weekend or a spring break, drivable vacation. So we are really centered around a lot of different things to be active in. Number 3 was schools. We have 3 kids. We moved when our oldest was going into middle school. So you're starting to really get into, preparing the kids for their college years, or if they're not going to college, for their future. So it was really important that we looked for something with great schools. Forsyth County always has top tier schools. You cannot go wrong with Metro Atlanta schools. They are superb. The teachers are amazing. We have had some great experiences with elementary, middle, and now high school. So it's been a real blessing. And if you want to know more about schools or how to choose towns with great schools, there's a ton of online resources to tell you exactly where schools rank, what their demographics are. That was one of the things that, coming from a city in Connecticut, we had a lot of diversity in our schools. We wanted to keep that with our kids, and I think where we are, there's a ton of diversity. So we still have that almost city-like school diversity in a small town. Well, not so small, but in a suburb town. And number 4 reason that we moved from Georgia to Connecticut was the community aspect of our town. So we live in Suwanee, Georgia, which is next to Cumming and Alpharetta, Johns Creek. Those are some of the bigger towns that you may have heard of. And everything is in a neighborhood. We like that aspect. We like to have the community pool where you get to meet your neighbors. We like the aspect of the eat, play, live areas like the Halcyon and the Avalon that are not too far away from here. So you get to have great restaurants. The kids get to play outside while you're eating and enjoying each other's company on a great, beautiful day. So it's a lot of city parks are gorgeous, especially during COVID when you couldn't go into buildings. To have those outdoor parks and outdoor recreational areas to have the kids just ride their bikes or play tackle football in the middle of the park was a blessing. And number 5, which probably ranks for me personally higher, was climate. I hate the cold. I'm not a snow skier. I don't want to snow ski. I don't want to take a trip where it's cold, ever. So living in Connecticut, where the winters last from probably November, December till almost May, was, I did not like it. I know some people love the snow. Some people thrive in cold climates. Good for you. Not me. I love it here. It's warm, very hot in the summer. I don't mind that. I don't mind it being a little humid. It's not as humid as New Orleans, where we were born and raised, so I can't complain about the humidity, but climate was huge for us. It has all the seasons. You have a fall, a fake fall, back to summer kind of situation going, but we do see spring and we do see fall. We did have snow for a day last year, and then it melted right away. So yeah. It's just perfect, in my opinion. But those were the 5 reasons that my husband and I decided to move from Connecticut to Georgia in 2019. Now, some things that are not really discussed are what we went through during the decision process. And that was really, really hard. If you've ever moved your family or you've moved yourself and you move to a place where you don't necessarily know a lot of people, it's very intimidating. It's very scary. And we had to pray a lot. We are very prayerful people. We prayed a lot. And I think our prayers were answered in the community that we landed in, the home we landed in, the friends that we have made in these past years that we've been here have been phenomenal. I couldn't have asked for a better situation, And I am just so thankful that we made the decision in April of 2019 and have had this experience since then. So if you are interested in any of this information, if you have any desire to know more about Metro Atlanta and South Forsyth, North Fulton area, please reach out to me. I am more than happy to discuss anything related to this area. If you want to find homes that might be available in this area, I can forward those to you as well. The real estate market here is still hot. It's the place that everyone wants to live. So it's a beautiful community of beautiful people, diverse people, people coming from all over the United States, all over the world. So it's just a great place to be. Have a great day.